right, good morning, folks. This is the morning brief. We're actually streaming on YouTube today because Twitch, I don't really feel like is a platform that's quite as conducive to traders. Gamers, absolutely, but traders, maybe not quite so much. So, in any event, we are here on YouTube today. It was our first stream on the channel, so please forgive us if there are any bugs that we're gonna have to work out here. Also, yesterday on TikTok, I think they were having issues with their with their servers or something because I'm getting these weird connection problems, even though my bandwidth is great. So, in any event, let's take a look at the S&P here. All right, so the overnight session has been it's been really strong. The range you can see is actually, it looks like it's in excess of the regular trading hours range yesterday. Here with you guys on TikTok, bear with me. Okay, so as you well know, the overnight session here is listed in blue, and the regular trading hours for yesterday are in red. So yesterday's session was a little bit um well, it was just a little bit dicey in the morning, the early morning. So we struggled to take out the prior day's low here, which I know you guys on at a false break. Back fire. Nice. So, um, in terms of today's session, we are gapping up, so my bias is most definitely long. And in terms of what we have for resistance above us, let me take a look here. I'm gonna take off my fish. So we have this major resistance level right here. This guy. The purple lines are mostly just like intraday lines. They're not super strong resistance. The white lines, however, are. And I'm trying to remember. Let me take a look at my 4 hour here. Okay, so yeah, I mean the white line is really kind of like the upper end of this range here. Um, I would imagine that we'll need to come back in and retest this level right here. Mark that in yellow. So I mean, I guess the big question here is like, is the market going to continue to balance, or are we going to take another stab at the all-time high? We do have this low volume node right where I made that new resistance line, and that's right at 39.35, and that's right where we will be retesting the pivot high from um, a couple days ago, right here. So that would be my first target. Once we gap up, I'd be looking at the 39.35 level to be retested. And then beyond that, it's really just taking a look to see if we are going to fill the gap or attempt to fill the gap or not. Yesterday's high is right at about 39.1825. So I'm gonna mark that in white. Strong support. Anytime you have a gap, the base of the gap is always gonna provide. Oh man. thing is lagging here. I'm not sure what's up with TikTok. My connection has been super good, for everything. Otherwise, maybe my download is good, but my upload is not so much. Sorry guys. I'd encourage you to maybe join me on YouTube. My channel name is The Trade Journals, and you can actually see a full screen that way as well. So, um, yeah, okay. Hit a tick tonight. Hmm. Oh, I'm just gonna roll with it for now. Okay, looks like we are pulling back here with a pretty good amount of strength, by the way, in the overnight session. Like I said, guys, if it's lagging, feel free to join us on YouTube. It might be a better connection. The username is at the Trade Journals or the Trade Journals. Um, Man, yeah, I don't know what's up with that. If TikTok, if their servers are just being funky, because I've never had issues in the past, but 2 days in a row now. Um, like I said, it could be my upload, rather than my download. I get like 100 megabits per second, so I have no idea why it's slowing down. Okay, well, guys on TikTok, I'm gonna drop the stream over there again. I'm really sorry. I'll need to maybe do a little bit of troubleshooting, see if I can't figure out why exactly the continues to occur. Um, Despite my bandwidth being good. So yeah, again, join me on. Okay, sorry about that. In any event, um, so I'm looking for either a possible gap fill, like a retest of yesterday's high right here, or yeah, possible gap fill, a retest to yesterday's high around 39.1850, 39, yeah, 39.1850, or for us, and then eventually for us to come back up and test this 39.35 level. So, um, and then there's really not much above us after that point. So if we're able to break through 39.35, I would imagine we will take another stab at the all-time high. Um, Presuming we can get through this low volume node right here, which is going to be strong resistance. So in any event, we are pulling back, like I said, right now. So this is the current session, the overnight session. This is a 1 minute chart. Somebody asked me yesterday about these two different deltas. So one of these deltas is just a regular kind of bid ask delta that measures the difference between the number of contracts um, that are traded at the market, on the bid side versus the ask side. This one is a new one that I just started messing with, and it measures the difference between the amount of volume coming in on the upticks versus the downticks. Just I thought was kind of interesting. So I'm just kind of the watching the two of them. I may choose to just use one in the future, but for now I'm kind of just seeing if I can pull any you know s- striking information by watching the differences between the two. As you can see, this one seems to lead quite a bit. Um, but yeah, it's just a little, the swings are a little bit easier to read. Sometimes the cumulative delta gets a little bit choppy and grainy and hard to read, like in this area right here. This one is a little bit more expressive, I guess. So, and if you didn't know, this is just a regular delta right here, and then we have volume. So, yep. So right now we are pulling back, and we do have a trend line that's coming up here from the beginning of the overnight session, and we are pretty close to testing it right now. Let me zoom out so I can try and get it plotted here. Just all right. See, we got a big order back here, 276 lots at 39.21. Although for the ES, it's really not that big. Overnight, it is. Regular trading hours, definitely. Okay. I don't need to worry about that one quite yet. So we are still relatively high up in the pattern, so to speak. We are. This is the one standard deviation of VWAP mark right here. Some pretty big orders coming in at this level, 30. I hmm. You know what? I just realized my wow. You know what? Huh. My charts are off a lot. Look at Jigsaw and then look at Ninja. Yeah, I am having connection issues. Oh. Huh. Oh wow, wow. Usually my Jigsaw, I mean I've gotten lag on NinjaTrader before, but it's usually man, it's frustrating. You know, I've been streaming for a while now and I've never had connection issues and then all of a sudden this happens. Um Pretty irritating. So I apologize guys if yeah, I mean cuz this is that's trading at 22.38 and this is showing 20.24. This is way off. I sincerely apologize guys. Um Man, what a bummer. Oh wait, you know why? I'm an idiot. I had RTY pulled up. 24. Oh my god, what a relief. I'm sorry. Oh my god. I was looking at the prices like, wait a second, 2000. I'm an idiot. That's funny. Okay. Well, the good news is that my platform's not totally screwed up. So there's that. Because I was starting to really trip out there that I was gonna need to like take some severe measures in troubleshooting. All right. Well, I am certainly relieved in that respect. So we're retesting this low volume node here. You can see right at this level, right around 2350 or so. So I'm just kind of watching to see if this level's gonna hold. We need to come back and like totally touch this trend line. If we're gonna come back to VWAP here, or what exactly. So I would not be totally surprised to have us come in, fill this gap, and then bounce, and then take a stab at that previous pivot high over here at 35. So we shall see. We got 13 minutes till the open here. Right. Well, hopefully the stream on the YouTube side is going all right. I haven't actually checked it yet. This is my first time. I didn't even do a test. I just which has not been. It's really hard as a trader, specifically as a trader. It's hard to grow your platform on a platform that's you know it's really catered to gamers, which is great. Don't get me wrong. I totally support that, and I think Twitch is amazing. Um, but I just think I'll have an easier time doing this stream on YouTube instead, just for visibility purposes. Um, that way, uh, that way the people that want to see this content can actually find this content. Basically, that's that's the main thing. Okay, so then we got 19. Whoops, sorry about that. We got 19 minutes. It's 19. 11 minutes till the open here is 6:19 a.m. Pacific. Oh man, I had a rough trading day yesterday. I got chopped up real hard in the during yesterday's open, and I just started trading live on my Top Step account, and um my I need to get better with my position sizing. I think that's probably my number one thing. And maybe, consistently going in with a one lot and then finding the best place to add, like on a retest. If I'm trading a breakout, like, add one in anticipation of the breakout. Oh, we're testing this trend line right here. Let's see if this thing's gonna hold. So like I was saying, if I'm trading a breakout or something, like put on one contract in anticipation of the breakout. And then once it actually breaks, put on a second contract. And then if I'm trading three, which I rarely do on ES, rarely, 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 I would add it on the retest of the breakout point. So um that might help, instead of because like, I have this habit of if I miss the good entry in anticipation of the breakout, sometimes I'll end up going in with full size right at the breakout point, and most of the time it works just fine. But every once in a while, that breakout, it's like yesterday it was a premature breakout. So although it did continue lower, we took a peek out and then traded back up into the range a little bit, and then eventually we dumped. But yeah, just getting trapped out there with full size at the breakout point is not very much fun. So I think if I scale in, that would help me out quite a bit. I mean, if I have to trade at the breakout point, like if I missed my entry or whatever, I'll probably put one contract on right at the breakout point and then add the second on the retest. But all those times where you enter right at the breakout point and then the market just the guts fall out of it and you make an absolute killing. Those days just they color your thinking a little bit, so you think that every day is going to be this like insanely uh well, yeah, I don't know. The market's just irrational sometimes. It doesn't always um well, yeah, it rarely does what you expect. So, just because of variance, I think you just have to kind of control your position sizing enough to accommodate those days where you might get, five consecutive losses or something like that. Um, because it happens. I mean, I think Peter Brandt says it's um you're likely to get at least eight to nine consecutive losses in a row in a year's time or something like that. So obviously you need to control your position sizing enough to do that. So anyways, 7 minutes till the open here. Looks like this trend line is holding at least for the time being, and we've got this pretty big order here, almost 600 lots at 24.25. Throw that. Okay, so that trend line is most definitely holding now. So looking for a retest of this level right here, 38.20. 28, 20, 28, 25, excuse me. Got a lot of wick coming in here though, so curious to see how that's going to play out. Anyway, so I'm not just here on YouTube. If you are just getting to know me, as you can see, I'm on plenty of other platforms. We do have our website right here. And here's our YouTube channel. My biggest channel is definitely going to be on TikTok. We do have a Facebook channel, but there's not a ton of activity on it just yet. Instagram, I try to keep up with it pretty well. It's basically everything that's on TikTok is also on Instagram, just for you guys. And Twitter, we really haven't developed our Twitter channel hardly at all yet. I've never really been much of a Twitter guy, so if you do follow me over there, I apologize for not being better about keeping up. But yeah, in that event. All right, so we got 6 minutes till the open here. Yeah. So in any event, we'll just have to see what happens here if we're gonna continue to hold this trend line, or if the market's gonna come in and try to fill the gap, and have us retest yesterday's high there. So in any event, we're due to retest the key reference point at 35. That's the low volume node above the large area balance that we're trading in right now. And if we can break above 35, I would imagine that we'll probably retest the all-time high. So we'll just kind of need to wait and see what happens there. And seeing some pretty good strength here on the delta right now. So. All right, we got 5 minutes till the open, guys. Check out what the Russell 2000 is doing here. All right. Well, again, so just to kind of reiterate, my bias is long today, and just because we are gapping up, and I'm just watching to see what's going to happen here. Let me get my pen out really fast. Oh, you know why? It's because I reinstalled it. Dang it. Okay, never mind. All right. Well, we'll just have to roll with it. So, looking for either for us to push back up and retest this level right here. If we could break above 35, then I would imagine we will continue higher up towards the all-time high. That is our major. That's like our key reference point, though. So it certainly could trade back inside the range. God knows that this market is choppy enough right now. So that's one possibility. The other possibility is that right off of the open, we come in, fill the gap, and then we come up higher and retest the reference point here, like we would have on this guy. So those are the two primary, scenarios that I'm looking at today. Either A, we come back up right off, we come in strong off the open, retest 39.35, or we fill the gap, bounce off of yesterday's high around 39.1850, and then get our bounce up higher. So, okay, guys. Well, I sincerely wish you the best of luck today. And I know today is a little bit funky, being that I am not on the same platform that I usually am. But I really, really appreciate you for tuning in. And thanks again so much. We will see you on Monday. Trade smart today, guys, and have a good weekend. Wish you the best.